I want to talk about y'all's roast battle.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
It was for me.
It was fun for me too. It was a great time.
It was fun for the audience also.
No, yeah.
That was a fucking spectacle, man.
That was crazy. That was great. He
Also,
cheated,
ballsy move coming out rapid fire, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
you
I'll
do that,
admit,
too.
you cheated.
Oh no, I cheated. I knew damn well going in I was cheating.
And it worked, though.
I told Nick, I was like, Nick, who I run a lot of my jokes by, I'm like, I really don't think I should do this, but here's like 40 roasts I've written. I just want to rip them all. And he goes, don't do that. That's the worst thing you could do.
So Nick did give you advice.
Yeah.
Nick refused to give me any advice.
That's so you to do that, to break the rules, rapid fire jokes, but also that could have gone so bad.
High risk, high reward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, and that's
like they could have been
Yeah.
like, stop, stop. It's 3,
Yeah.
and sunk you. But
I
the
thought
fact
they
that
were
it
going
worked
to.
out, we were so happy to see it.
I was surprised. What got it for me was the pictures.
our banter.
Our
Too. Our
too.
banter
No.
won them over. Like they
Oh,
loved
for sure.
us.
The banter was great. I mean, like, I thought for sure when you started handing out those pictures, they would say, you can't do that.
Oh, for me.
God
Yeah,
knows,
no,
yeah.
they shouldn't have let me do any of this stuff I did in the belly room.
But they did, and I'm glad they did because it was hilarious. It was really funny.
Yeah, because they could have been a stick in the mud about it and been like, no, it's
Yeah.
against the rules. But then, like,
Exactly.
they would
Or
have
stop
robbed the
doing
audience.
That. You're wasting
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah,
time within the
and that's
show.
why I was like,
How
shout
brutal.
out to Roast Battle
Yeah.
for allowing that, for allowing me to just be an
Shout out to
idiot.
Pat.
Shout out to Pat.
Yeah.
God, I love Pat
How
Barker.
brutal would that have been if they were like, this isn't how we do it. Get off. Go. Get out of here. You're like,
Because
oh
yeah,
my
we were
God.
wasting time.
Yeah.
Brian, too.
But it was fucking that everyone was so on board. And yes, y'all's banter, y'all playing the perfect opposite of one another. He was going crazy, and you were going, "What are you doing? What? Stop! Stop. This is dumb.
This is against the rules.
Yeah, he's cheating.
3 jokes.
You're gonna let him do this?
He's been saying stop the steal for like 3 weeks.
Stop the steal. Stop the steal.
It was brilliant. And then to see Pat Barker get almost like emotional for a second, telling this story.
Yeah.
He spent 2 minutes
Yeah.
talking about us, which he didn't need to do. He
No.
could have just been like, that's awful. That was terrible. I can't believe you came on and did that.
No, but it was like this weird, like heartwarming, like
Yeah.
Story, by the way. Yeah.
I wanted to hate you guys, but I couldn't help but love you guys.
Yeah, that was-
What happened there?
So it was after Palatable Comedy.
Oh my God, one of the greatest shows of all time.
Palatable. Chuck
Friedman's
Chuck runs a great show at
Palatable
Palatable.
Comedy.
All right.
Go check out Palatable Comedy. That is
Follow it.
truly. There's only been one, but that was truly one of like the most fun I've had just watching a show. You know, but yeah, crazy lineup. Pat was on the lineup, and
Doug Fager.
yeah, Brian Moses
Angie.
too, right? Wasn't Brian Moses on that? No,
was
Brian,
on the next
he
one,
Was
yeah,
gonna,
yeah.
He was gonna
But,
be on the one that was yeah.
Yeah, we talked to him after, and I was outside. Chuck gave me all these like Dunkin' Donuts.
We had Chuck just bought a bunch of donuts that nobody ate, and he
So I
just,
was like going up to people. I was like, "You want a donut?" Like as a joke. So they were calling me Donut Boy. And then me and Mason were just like talking after the show. We went back to our cars for something. Everybody else went to this bar. And on our way going to this bar, I see Pat Barker, and he's just like sitting alone in the bar. And I go, Mason, this is it. This is our shot.
Yeah.
This is how
is
we,
our end.
This
By
is
the
how
way,
we make it.
He says that to me at least once a week. At least once a week. There's Mason, this is it. This is our big shot. This is our big break right here.
This is what
Anybody
we
he
have
sees.
to do.
Wow.
Anyway,
But come to find out, not to jump ahead of the story, Pat Barker was there by himself, right?
right.
Sort of mourning. I don't want to
Yeah.
spread his personal details, but he was upset. He was sort of somber, sitting alone with a drink, and you guys come up to him with a box of donuts.
And at the same time, we go,
Want a donut? I forget what it was.
and then we went,
we
ran away.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I could see without that follow-up roast battle, I'd probably hate you guys too.
I remember like when we went, hey Pat, he kind of like looked at us like all like happy to see us.
Yeah.
At first, like he was like, oh hey guys, like you know, as if he was waiting for
Yeah.
somebody to like talk to you or whatever.
Well, I walked in the green room. Nick was like, hey, remember that time with the fucking donuts? I was like, oh, I really hope Pat forgets that. And then Nick steps aside and Pat is sitting down
so
in the green
funny.
room and he goes, I didn't forget it.
That's so funny.
I didn't forget it.
I was in that green room first.
You guys better do fucking good tonight.
He said the same thing to me. He came into the green room and he was like, hey, you're the kid with the donuts. And I was like, dude, that was Sean's
He's
idea.
so funny.
He's like, I don't care. You were there. I don't care.
You were there.
Guilty by association, my
Yeah.
friend.
Yeah.
It fucking worked out.
It did.
Because
It did.
he said he was upset at the moment, but later he was like, "Oh, that's the funniest thing I've ever fucking
Yeah.
seen ever."
No, he's a great guy. I love Pat.
It was us just trying to cheer him up.
Yeah.
Like, end of the day, we could
didn't
tell
know-
he was
yeah.
sitting alone.
Yeah.
You know, we were like, oh, maybe he wants a donut.
Yeah. We offered him free food,
Yeah, I didn't think it was that rude, honestly.
No. Who turns down a donut?
Yeah.
Him?
Especially a free one.
Well, we did run away before he could say anything. But
That's true. That's
You also
true.
did laugh in his face, but maybe
Yeah.
I don't.
we were nervous, bro.
Yeah, it was scary.
That's hilarious. That was so fucking fun to watch, man. Just all of us in the green room. Just anytime we go to roast battle and we're sitting in the green room, I just can't help but think like, how the fuck did they let us in here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's like 40 of us in
There
there.
was 40 of us.
And
Yeah.
there's always like the one other comic just like super fucking nervous. To
Yeah.
go in the
Yeah,
other room.
it's just
There's
shaking.
like the
They're
flashback
glued
crew.
to the corner, rocking back and forth, like,
Looking
what
at-
the hell?
Yeah.
Looking at notes.
And then Nick is just like, "What's up with jizz?" And we're all just like on the other side.
Oh god, I love how loud it gets too.
Oh yeah.
Every time Guam comes in, he's like, shut the fuck up. And we're like, all right, no, this
Sorry,
time
Guam, sorry,
we promise.
Guam.
We promise this time we'll be quiet.
Yeah.
Are you guys gonna do another roast battle, or is that just a one and done?
So we can't roast battle each other again. I think.
Yeah, no, but
Is that like part of the rules?
I think so.
I think so, unless they want us to.
Is there like a waiting period?
I've got a few people
I
lined
got a
up
few
right
people.
now
I got a few
that
people
I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
You guys like the roast
I
path to
so
go?
Shawn is very much a roast comedian.
That's all I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Every set I do crowd work on everyone, and like I feel like a lot of people think crowd work is like, oh, what do you do for a living? For me, I don't think about and I don't look at the front row until I get on stage, and I try to think of a roast for each person in
Yeah.
the front row, and I try to do that every show, and it usually goes really well. Like anything you come up with on the spot, people seem to like, but like in terms of roasting, like I used to watch Roast Battle when I was a kid, like learning how to make fun of bullies to like stop people from making fun of me.
Yeah.
So like I've watched this show since I was like 13. And I used to watch The Herm. And I used to watch all these really good roasters.
that.
And now I'm like
Wow.
I'm doing a show with The Herm at the Hollywood Improv where I'm gonna roast them.
That's
and it's
really
like
cool. I
so
didn't know
cool.
that.
to me.
I love that you got into that
so cool.
like aggressively too. You're like, I must study. I must like I got to get this down. I can jujitsu these people by saying nice shirt, idiot.
yeah.
I didn't really know that. That's really cool. I'm the opposite. I am not a roast guy at all. I
Nice
hate
guy
it.
over here.
I hate it. I dealt with my bullies by going like with the jokes they were making.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And they're like, "Hey, you can't fucking say that. We're making fun of you." And I'm like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I did the same thing.
Yeah.
I would say it before they could.
exactly.
But about me.
Exactly.
But when I think of like I went to Dante and Nick's riff mic once or twice, I think.
I love that mic.
And it's a great mic, and you guys thrived there. But I can't think of shit. My brain doesn't work that way.
Oh well, I love riffing. I love doing it. It's fun.
I love roasting. I like the second half.
Yeah, I hate the
Like
second
I have
half.
so much fun. I'm
Yeah,
like,
the
Nick,
riffing
give
is
me an
fun. The
extra
roasting
minute.
I can't.
Yeah, I
do.
don't like that. I don't like doing that either.
Yeah.
Usually I'll just try to like go off of what somebody else says, or, maybe sometimes we'll think of something.
Yeah.
Such a great mic.
but
It's
yeah,
such a great idea. I
I-
love riff mic.
I usually don't do roast shows. Like people have asked me, I usually turn them down.
Mm-hmm.
I agreed to this one, A, because it was with Shawn, B, because it was in the Comedy Store.
Yeah.
I'll do another one if it's like someone I'm like really close with, and if it's in the Comedy Store again.
Yeah.
But like I just don't really like doing roasts. I'm not a roast comedian. It took me so long, like just to even write one roast for Shawn. I had to like ask other people.
How?
To help. How?
We
I'm not
lived
good at
together.
it.
How did you not come up
I'm
with
not good with it. I'm not good at it. I'm really not good at it.
You
I
should
had
roast that Joker guy that's been running around town.
Yeah,
Yes.
fuck that guy.
Who is he?
Impersonating you,
go
dude.
against Bat Guy, dude. He pisses me off.
Could you do a? Well, it's not you guys, but could Bat Guy and
Joker
Joker do a roast?
potentially
Because
get
it's
together.
not technically the same people.
Ask them. I
That
don't
would
know.
be a good idea.
I'll ask
for
them, yeah.
Ask them.
Bat Guy versus Joker. That'd be.
Maybe if Bat Guy and Joker see this, it's something they should talk about later. That'd be cool,
I'll
maybe.
send it to him. I'll make sure to send
we'll
it
get
to
this tape over to Commish Gordon and
him. Yeah.
Yeah, Commissioner Gordon.
make sure it goes through the
Maybe-
proper
Yo,
channels.
Kamish.
Maybe that's something they could do. We'll see. It's not a bad idea.
That's a pretty great idea, actually. That would be amazing.
I'd love to see that. Yeah.
We'll ask them. We know them pretty well.
Well, I don't know why we're still on this topic.
I've actually never been in the same room as that guy. So
Yeah,
I don't know.
no, totally.
I don't know. We keep bringing those
I just
guys
know they
up.
suck.
Yeah, sorry. I don't know why I keep doing that. Because
We
it's
got all
not.
these friends that we see all the time to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not you guys.
Nope, it's not.
That's
the bit. That's the bit we're doing.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.